Hello everyone, welcome back to Breaking the Stereotype, the show I do where I use the basic program Paint to give you a basic idea of how to play different maps. Today we'll be looking at the MVM map Coaltown and I'll be doing the Engineer. These are some basic places I would suggest putting Engineer sentries, dispensers, teleporters, and the path we will be using for this will be a stock MVM path. So here, down to here, through here, under the bridge, across the path, down these steps, across here, up this ramp, across here, and of course to the cap. So with this in mind, I'll show you some basic places where you can put it. But first, the teleporter. Teleporter should be placed here, which will give you the best range from both the east and west spawns. This will also give you a good time. I would recommend placing your teleporter either, wrong color, either here, over here, or over here where they'll be safe. Now for the entry-level Sentry should be placed over here. The reason you have here is because you have metal here, and it's a good place for your dispenser along here. Now with that set up, the second good place to place it would be actually over here as well, because we have another bit of metal there, which will allow us to frame down onto the field from here, and using the gap there, onto there, which can cover this entire zone. Now as the bomb gets pushed up, you'll obviously have to move the sentry to, depending on the spot, to here. Place your dispenser here, and this will give you the advantage. The teleporter and the dispenser here, with your sentry here, will also gain you access to the metal over this side. This way you'll be able to spray down here, cover here, and if the robots come up here, over here as well, and possibly up here, but I've never had a robot go up there. Turning the cap around, if they do get past, switch up your sentry to here. Your teleporter won't be needed anymore, so we can cancel that out. From here you'll have access to the metal in here and in here. Pretty simple, so you don't really have to worry much about that. In addition, if you're really getting worried, and they're really trying to cap, move your sentry down into here. There is some metal down there, and it's a good deployment spot. Now alternate routes they could take include coming up here, going across, and then coming out somewhere around here, and then of course continue on the route. Or if they take the alternate route, they can come from down here, down this way, across from here, down, across, and connect on. The spots still work, except you're replacing your sentry from this side to over here, and you'll be placing your dispenser probably about here, just for safety. This will also give your troops, this will also give the heavy actually, sorry, not the rest of the troops, the heavy a good spot to shoot here, which will be able to cover this area. Now if they take another alternate route, which involves going up here, coming across here, and coming down here, which is very unlikely, so I've never seen them do this. Once again, the best dispenser spot will be likely here, or you could place it probably around here, sorry, this is a bit screeny, to give you coverage of this area and this area. Pretty basic and pretty simple strategy for the engineer. Alternate dispenser spots would also include over here, around here, which is a good spot if you want your heavy to cover this area. Over here, this would give you a good shot on any robots coming up this way. And that's a pretty basic explanation for where to put the sentry. Now I'm going to cover over to blue, and I'll show you places you should not place your sentry. Do not place your sentry anywhere in the center here. As the robots come down, they'll be able to get a very, very easy shot off on you, and it will just be devastating for the sentry. You do want to keep it secured up in these areas, in the top, which I've already shown you. You may think over here would be a good spot, because you'd be able to blast across here, but at the same time, this will give you a perfect range for the sentry buster, which would wipe it straight out, and you do not want that. Other places I don't recommend placing the sentry are anywhere on one of these ledges. You may think these ledges would be good because you get range. Sorry, I've done that in grey. Because you can cover here and cover here. No. The fact of the matter is, this is a better spot to put it because the robots will always move in a pattern around. They will never go straight down, which I've seen at least. From here you can also get a good shot on them. In addition, in tank waves, it's best to keep your sentry in a more secured spot, possibly not over here. These stairs here are also quite dangerous, so don't place your sentry anywhere near there. If a sentry buster can get down from here, it will have to come up the stairs, which will give you the advantage. You'll lose that advantage there, you'll lose the advantages here, and you'll lose your advantage a lot of other places. This here may seem like a bad zone, but just as I've explained before, it only works if the robots are attacking from up here or up here. Leaving it down here will keep you covered with the metal. So that's pretty much all the basics I can give you for the engineer. If you would like to see one for soldier or any of the other classes, leave it down below and I'll consider doing it. And